word of the Lord came to me saying, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. And I appointed you as a prophet to the nations.
I put the music to the beat, get back in your seat. When the Holy Spirit's key, my purpose runs deep. For us, he let him put wounds in his hands and feet. For you, he let him put wounds in his hands and feet. I put the music to the beat, get back in your seat. When the Holy Spirit's key, my purpose runs deep. For us, he let him put wounds in his hands and feet. For you, he let him put wounds in his hands and feet.
Now let me tell you a little story about this life I've led. I didn't always have riches, wasn't always well fed. Out of sin I was conceived, out of lust they bred. A little brown skinned baby with a big old head. It wasn't too long before sin got to my mom's head. They found her holding me over fires what the paperwork said. The devil would have had her happy dead, but the Lord had a plan for me instead. Into the state's hands is where he led me, safely protected in a foster family. Adopted at 9 months officially, at 3 became the oldest of 2 in the Knaus family. Grew up one of few blacks in my community. Through much adversity, Satan tested me with anger, danger, drugs, and insecurity. If I don't know where I'm from, then where will I be?
The Lord says, I know where you're from. I knew you far before you were here. And I know where you're going. I had a plan long before you were born.
Lyrically I'm chosen to step out of places that bind me, spiritually frozen. So I stick my toes in the shoes for walking in his name. Comfortable for me, no, it's not the same. Gotta separate the flesh from my heart, soul and brain. Gotta face some old issues even though they bring pain. Gotta place them on the table for him to take away. A lot of times I forget, he's the potter, I'm the clay. I'm strictly for the molding, now I don't call the play. I can either be shaped by this world every day, or place my faith in him and remember to pray. So I place my faith in him and remember to pray.
The Lord says,